2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker, unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
We welcome you into the third game here at the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Joel Hillsman, Sylvester Williams, glad to be here with you. It is North Gwinnett, the host, taking on Central Gwinnett, and the starters first for Central Gwinnett will be Jalen Morgan, number 1, number 5, Bernard Casanda, number 12, Afrin Fijakul, number 23, Spencer Turner, and number 24, Jalen Hillary. For North Gwinnett, it'll be Tyler Goodson, number 1, Ethan Smith, number 5, Josh Downs, number 11, Brandon Mahaffey, number 15, and Mickey Joseph, number 24. North Gwinnett in the white, the host. They win the tip, and they'll come back and work on it very quickly. North Gwinnett trying to overcome a 6-20 season last year. Matt Garner, the head coach, he's in his second season. They're already off to an 0-1 start. So they run that action out to the top. There's Downs. Downs now will hand it over to Ethan Smith. Smith has it out high. He puts it on the floor with the left hand, goes into the corner over to Goodson. Goodson now bounces it in to Mahaffey. Mahaffey going to fall down, turn up. It's a traveling violation. Double dribble and a turnover for North Gwinnett.
Goodson is a big boy down there. They got Tyler Goodson. I'm sorry, Tyler. I called him the wrong name. Looking at the wrong side of my stat sheet right there.
Fajoku with the turnover.
Brandon Maffey, senior.
Smith into the forecourt with the left hand dribble, and he bounces it over now, and here's Downs. Downs to Goodson, who popped out to the top between the rings. Smith pulling a long three, good rotation, and dropped it in. Ethan Smith, a three ball.
Full of confidence as he put up that three. Not a single doubt in his mind.
Morgan drives off the window, a little kiss off the window by Jalen Morgan.
Morgan with the nice kiss. I love to see the running floater to get it over the big men.
Smith to Downs. Downs playing off the ball, although he is smaller. Smith playing much on the ball and now dribbled around. There's a screen roll action to Mahaffey, layup good.
I love that. Big man used his body to get in there and clear out some space to lay it up for two.
Central Gwinnett coming back this way. 1-0 on the season. They got a win over West Forsyth to begin the season. Put up 93 points under Brandon Mayweather. And this squad, 14-16 last year and snuck into the playoffs. There's a drive by Bernard Casanda.
Bernard gets to the hole with some ease to lay it up for two. Bernard Jr.
Smith on the right wing, holds it, puts it on the floor, stop, pull up, three, back iron, no, rebound, Morgan ripped it down, and now he'll push it up for the Black Knights. Skip to the cross, long to Hillary. Hillary now going to drive, Smith in there in defense. Spencer shot up. It is no good. It came off Turner. Rebound, back tap, short, good. Bernard Kasanda back-to-back field goals for Central Gwinnett.
Kasanda just being in the right place at the right time, not giving up on it, going backcourt to play defense. He's standing there waiting for the ball to fall into his hands.
Smith hesitates as he goes on the right wing, try to get it in there, steal by Hillary. Hillary read the passing lane, gets it up ahead. Now here's Fajohu. Fajohu all the way off the window. No, tip. It's 4, and a foul will be called, and they're going to call that one on Mikey Joseph. It'll be his first and the team's first. Loose ball foul. Oh, Cameron Rowland will check in now for North Gwinnett, off the North Gwinnett bench, and Ryan Smith also will check in.
Rowland coming in the game. Rowland's in the 10th grade. He's a sophomore point guard. Don't be shocked, but it's a freshman in the game also, number 11, Josh Downs. Downs will have it.
Downs on that right wing. You talked about Cameron Rowland, Sylvester. Talked to Coach Garner. He'll let you know that he was their point guard, their starting point guard most of the summer. And one thing about it, he's coming off the bench right now, but that's points off of the bench as he can really fill it up. Foul on Jalen Morgan, his first and the team's first. So interested to see what he can do as he got the start over Taylor Goodson.
It's funny, when you have a freshman in your starting lineup, they also had a sophomore, Chandler Johnson, Tyler Goodson was starting. So if you got a freshman and a sophomore in your starting lineup, that means your season's going to be really, really long, or those two are really, really good.
Depends on the work. There's a long three. Good. He bottomed it out off the bench quickly. We talked about him filling it up. Cameron Rowland from deep.
Rowland puts that up with no fear. That's what I like. I like the young guys who are not afraid to go and just step back and just shoot that thing.
Yeah, I'm all for that. That's, if you're going to come and you're going to step onto the basketball floor, don't be afraid. Leave that somewhere else. You can take that to the Y. All right, inbound now as Jalazizi has checked in for Central Gwinnett, number 20 in black. Around the screen is Hillary. Hillary down the lane, lost it as a steal. Rowland comes away with the steal in transition. Pushes it up ahead. Caught by Joseph. Joseph layup good. He reversed it on the other side, let the rim defend, and he put it up off the window and got the roll.
Nice reversal, way to lay it in. Way to use that rim as an offensive player to help you out some.
And Shield, rebound, ripped down by Ryan Smith, and here's Ethan Smith. Smith into the forecourt, averaged 7.5 points last year for this North Gwinnett squad, and believe it or not, he is the returning leading scorer. Smith will hold it on the left wing. They pop it out to the top, shot the passing lane, and a steal by ZZ. ZZ's on the break. ZZ layup good over the front of the rim.
Nice layup by ZZ. Way to anticipate the pass and jump in that passing lane. That's the great thing about playing good defense. It leads to easy baskets.
That's why I don't understand when people say they don't like playing defense. I like to get out and run. If you can defend, that can get your offense going. Rowland gonna go baseline, dropped it off in the middle. Shot is up by Smith, no good. Rebound, they fight for it. They're on the same team, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Central Gwinnett.
There's that call I don't like right there, Joel. That's what I don't like. The jump ball in high school basketball. We got to do something. We got to start a petition, some type of online petition, maybe a GoFundMe account that can pay for my trip to Jamaica, where I can go and protest it in Jamaica somewhere.
Derek Lawrence checks into the contest. It'll be that time where everyone is making New Year resolutions. I don't make New Year resolutions, but I have since the month of November began. Things I can't control, I'm just gonna leave them be. I'm just gonna leave them be. I would like to see the athleticism of the jump ball, the alternating possessions. That's just too much like taking turns. I would just force a jump ball every time, especially just to get the possession arrow in my favor when I may need it late.
Exactly.
Hillary catches the inbound, steps inside the arc, jumper good. Jalen Hillary from the right side with the J.
That's a nice pull-up jumper right there. Good form, push shot, knocks it in from the wing.
Even ball game at 10 apiece as we come up on 3 minutes.
The mid-range jumper, kind of a lost art.
Smith catches it down the lane, roll up, no good. Back tap out by Jawan, who just checked in. Julian, the shot is no good. Julian hits it. Gahaves on the glass. Lawrence skips it up ahead, and now here's Hillary, 2:45. Hillary crossed over, now gives it off to Morgan. Morgan gonna drive off the window. Little kiss Little kiss off the window. He's got 2 field goals, and both of them have been via the deposit of the paint. 2:35 to go in a foul.
You know, Morgan has that nice little kiss. He shot 2 of them right there from the left side. Nice little kiss off the backboard. He had a high floating, arcing, I don't know what you call it, runner. That fell earlier. Hey, man.
Lawrence, free throw, falls in good. Mafi has checked back in. Quickly now, Marvin Lewis Charles will check in for Central Gwinnett. So Coach Mayweather reaching deep down into that bench. (13-14) last season, but slid into the state playoffs and lost in that first round. Pulled the upset of the Decula Falcons, who had Derek St. Hilaire on their squad last year, who were pushing the buttons. Free throw by Lawrence, good. So we made both of them. Pushed the lead out to 4 now. So Central Gwinnett, a little push here to take the lead. Swing it around. Here's Downs. Downs gonna bounce it in. Stop. Mahaffey, jumper, no good, badly missed. Rebound comes down to ZZ. ZZ gives it out to Lawrence. Lawrence into the forecourt with 2:15. Lawrence back out to ZZ, now over to Hillary. Hillary on the left wing, and he kicks it back to Lawrence, and they'll set up the offense as he's between the rings.
Coach out there calling the play, earning his money.
Goes around the screen, kicks it to the right. Now Lawrence puts it on the floor, back to Hillary. Smith now, they've tightened up the defense on this possession, has North Gwinnett. Rowland comes out, working very toughly on Lewis Charles. Now Hillary, skip to Malou, off the window. It is no good. Rebound ripped down out of there, Mikey Joseph.
They're going to call that foul right there, that reach around foul. They're going to call that every time. That's one of those little frustration fouls. You know your teammate shot up a bad shot. You want to try to get the ball back, but no need to reach for that foul.
ZZ's first and the team's third, under 100 seconds. Here's Downs. Downs bounces it down low. Here's Mahaffey. Skip pass, stolen by Lawrence. Mafi, excuse me. And now here's Lawrence. Lawrence pushing it to Hillary. Hillary on the break. Put it on the left side. No, and a foul. Will it be on the shot? Let's see. Yes, it will. Foul will be on Mikey Joseph, his second, team's third. And going to the free throw line will be Jalen Hillary.
You know, right there, that was a little example of a young man being uncomfortable using that left hand on the left side, you know. A lot of times basketball goes back to the game of the basics, man. You got to have those basics down. Left hand, use that left side, use that left hand to lay it up.
Yeah, that's a great point there, because when he took off, he actually took off with force to make it seem as though he was going to go boom that thing, and then he got midair and became easy with it.
Yeah, you know, I tell these young men all the time, you can't be me. You just can't go to the lane and dunk on people all the time. Sometimes you got to lay it up. Go back to the basics.
Downs swings it over on the right side. Tyler Goodson is in. Here's Downs being worked on. They kick it out to the top. Stop. A long three by Joseph is no good. Rebound going to come down. Nice push, one-handed pass. Don't like those. They got fortunate. There's Turner. Turner's back in, but he had it taken away by Downs. Downs now going to push it in transition. Downs going downhill, and it'll be tipped and out of bounds. Lawrence got back and was back and forced him to stop the break.
I like Downs. You know, like you said earlier, you know, he was the starting point guard, but now he's providing a spark off the bench. They'll kick it back out to him.
There's Downs over to Goodson, who wanted to line it up, so he swings it in the corner. Ethan Smith, good.
That's a pretty shot.
Nice shot, confident shot, as you mentioned earlier the first time. This time, caught and shoot it. Very long arms, so he's able to shoot over the defenders. When that left his hand, you could see that follow-through was going to make it net.
Yes, sir.
Downs will pick up the foul as he came out high. His first, it'll be the team's fourth.
You know, I like pretty shooters. You know, that was a shot that looked like that came straight out of an instructional video when he shot that three from the corner.
Check it. They just called that on Central Gwinnett. Yes, but they called it on Spencer Turner. Let me get the scorebook right. A foul down low. And this one will be on Bernard Kashaw, his first, team's fifth.
I like that. You had Ethan Smith kind of playing a little bit on the block down low.
He has the height, maybe not the weight. Baseline out of bounds to Downs. Downs missed the three. Turner fought in there for the rebound. It's on the floor. Mafi's going to kick it back over. Smith picked it up, going to feed Mafi. Power dribble, up, under, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down. He goes behind the back and bringing it up is Turner.
I'll take that from the big man every time, though.
Mayweather warned his team to check the clock. They'll hold for one. We're at 5 seconds. Lawrence now with 3, with 2. Pop it out to the top. A long 3. Lewis Charles, no good. We are at the end of the first quarter. It is the Central Gwinnett Black Knights 15 and the North Gwinnett Bulldogs 13.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Welcome you back into North Gwinnett High School Gymnasium here in Suwanee, Georgia. The 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Second quarter action now between the North Gwinnett Bulldogs in white and the Central Gwinnett Black Knights in black. And it is 15-13 as we begin the second quarter. Downs over to Smith. Catch, fire, a 3. No good. He left the gooseneck up there but couldn't get the follow. Rebound comes down to Marvin Louis Charles. Charles gives it over to Lawrence. Now he gets it up to Hillary. Hillary now will take it and give it over to Kashonda, who is checked back into the contest. Bernard Kashonda, the senior guard, number 5. Turner coming out to give Hillary the screen. He didn't use it, left his feet, but saved it. Was Turner on the pass, kicked it back out. They're struggling, 15-13, and Coach Mayweather calls out Iowa. So let's watch this set. But Tyler Goodson got in there and tipped the pass and then went out of bounds and a turnover.
Sloppy play, but you got to remember this is still early season basketball for a lot of these kids, getting used to each other, getting used to the gym, have the cheerleaders out, you know, nice, decent high school crowd tonight.
I used to would roll with that. I think it still is true. It's your first game. But now with all athletics being so year-round, these guys played together during the summer. I guess maybe it's still, Smith falling down. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound going to come down. Here comes Central Gwinnett. Maybe just because it is that early season, okay, and the summer ball league is a little different. But the teams are together now. You've been practicing since mid-October, and now you're just putting that thing out there on the floor now. But early season jitters for some teams, it can be a factor. I take a look at the McEachern girls the other night. Lost 57-53 to Norcross. That was Norcross' third game of the season and McEachern's first. Shot no good by Joseph, and they'll bring it back down the floor. Bump off, Kashonda, offensive foul. Dipped that shoulder just enough. He picks up the offensive foul, his second, and a turnover.
Let them draw the charge on that one. Way to sacrifice your body for the team, for the good of the team, pick up the charge.
Always got to do it. I'm a fan of a player that takes a charge.
And you know what? You know, I'm talking about the mid-range jumper is a lost art, but the baseline charge. When the last time you seen someone step on the baseline and take a charge? That's a lost art.
I'm sure I have. I can't name one. You don't remember charges like that.
I remember.
You charting charges now?
I chart charges. I do it all.
All right. You got the deflections over there as well?
I got the deflections. We handle it all here at SUVtv, man. We got it all.
Here is Joseph holding it between the rings. Over on the right side now, Chandler Johnson making his first appearance. Joseph going to stretch the defense with a 3-ball. Good. Mikey Joseph for 3.
Mikey Joseph, another one with that picture-perfect form on that 3. I love the catch and shoot.
puts North Gwinnett up 16-15, so the teams now exchanging lead the last few
another
possessions.
charge.
Turner, offensive foul. He was out of control when he caught the ball.
You know, sometimes you wonder how does Tyler Goodson, he's a sophomore, how is he in the starting lineup? Well, he just picked up 2 charges. The kid plays a little bit of defense.
Yeah, that'll get you on the floor now. That'll get you in the lineup. That'll get you on the floor. The little things. And as a sophomore, if you find a way onto the floor, everything else will take care of itself.
Exactly.
There's a long 3 rolling off the bench, no good. Rebound skied for and brought down by Turner. Turner up ahead to Lawrence. Lawrence to Hillary. Hillary, stop, catch, fire, a 3.
Oh, yes, sir.
And he got fouled, too. Jalen Hillary bottoms it out from the left wing.
Hillary, explosive scorer, man. He can put it down. Has a few college offers out there.
All right, here's Goodson. Tyler Goodson now will hold it and give it over to Joseph. Joseph, pop it out. Johnston, a 3. In and out, no. Rebound, Hillary. Hillary with 3 quick dribbles. He's going to bring it all the way up the floor. Go flying down the left side of the lane, no. Turner, offensive rebound. Put back, no. Tip, they fight for it. Someone got popped. Goodson is down in the lane. And the ref stopped play. And Goodson now will come out. Downs will come in, and also Ryan Smith will come in for North Gwinnett. So Rowland will walk it up the forecourt. Cameron Rowland, sophomore point guard, and led North Gwinnett's summer team, as I mentioned earlier. Smith popped to the top. Here comes Downs. Downs took off before he put her on the floor, traveling violation.
Yeah, you know, and that's one thing a lot of these youngsters do, man. They're so impatient to go to the hole. When they switch that pivot foot, it's always a travel. I don't care what grade level you're in. That's a travel. Every place you go, it's still a travel. And it's funny when you have the guys look back at the ref and they're like, huh? Yeah, you move that pivot foot.
Sometimes I will agree, though, the eyes are slow. Chandler Johnson will pick up the foul, trying to go for the loose steal. But you got to put that ball on the floor before you move it. You know, thank you, Coach Mayweather. I was just about to say maybe I should not have called out his play call, but Coach Mayweather's a good coach, but I think that fits. Isn't Iowa's colors black and gold as well?
Yeah, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Oh, there you go. I wonder if he's got a Pittsburgh in the book.
Black and yellow. He might have it somewhere around there.
Oh, what a good one. Slide down the lane. Hillary off the window, no good. Tip, rebound will come back out. North Gwinnett will seize it, and here's Ethan Smith.
Well, you know,
Smith now over to Rowland. Rowland fires to Johnson in the corner. 3-ball is short. Got his own rebound. In the lane. Hesitate. Puts it up and in good. Chandler Johnston, his first field goal.
You know, Slider Sports Guy is not only a sports aficionado, it's a lifestyle.
The hoop is good by Derek Lawrence, his first field goal.
Speaking of Slider Sports, oh my goodness, he was surprised he was that open.
He was, and barely got the rebound, and now Johnson goes barreling down into the post, but he was fouled. And this foul was on Marvin Luis Charles.
Speaking of Slider Sports Guy, you can hit me on Twitter or Instagram there. You can follow us on SUVtv, or you can hit us on Jay Hillsman 4.
I don't know who that is.
Jay Hillsman, I don't know.
It's at Jay Hills.
At Jay Hillsman.
And you fortunately are one of the followers. Johnston with the free throw is good.
Well, I've been following Joe Hillsman for a long time. Sometime I need some comic relief.
Now, if you get that from me, that means you understand some of the stuff that I'm tweeting about. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Now I'm gonna keep you in the loop, but that's just what I do. And glad you're here with us on SUVtv. That's why I'm gonna love it when somebody's gonna tell me, and it's gonna happen in February. I'm gonna make a comment about a team, and I'm gonna say I don't believe in them, and somebody gonna tell me I ain't seen them all year, and then I'm gonna just send them the link and say there you go.
There you go.
Fujar unable to finish.
And I would like to let you know that the tweets Delivered by Jay Hilsman. Do not represent SUVtv.
Now we got the disclaimer going on. Someone is up with the boss tonight. Rolling shot is no good. Backhand one was Derek Lawrence.
Strong lay-in right there by Mr. Lawrence, the 11th grader, the junior point guard.
Hold on, Sly. We got to go back to this disclaimer, though. How did that come up quickly?
You know,
Oh, man.
at about 2 o'clock in the morning, for one strange reason, me and Hilsman were tweeting, and he said Todd Ellis would be he said Bentley would be a better quarterback than Todd Ellis.
He's going to be. Yes. He is going to break Todd Ellis' single-season passing record and passing mark at the University of South Carolina, and I got 2 words as to why.
Please, young man,
The
just call
layup
basketball.
is good by Johnson, by Mickey Joseph.
Just call basketball.
No, I'm not going to let you off the hook on this one now.
Todd Ellis is an institution in Columbia, South Carolina.
I'm not saying that he is not. I am not discounting anything that Todd Ellis did, Marcus Lattimore, or anybody of that nature. Bobby Bentley and that offense, along with what Brian McClendon is going to be allowed to do as the offensive coordinator, and Jake Bentley at the quarterback for the next 4 years, he will pass Todd Ellis' South Carolina Gamecock record, and I'll bet you a 6-pack on it. So you check back in 4 years. Jumper, good.
Apparently, the commentator has not been using the SUVtv health plan and using the mental health option in the health plan.
Ethan Smith.
He has not been using it.
This is why I don't get into it with fans.
Marcus, we need to update the health plan.
The shot is no
so
good
we can go
by
and
Goodson. You're right. Let's get back to basketball. Down the lane, driving layup, no.
No, you got to give him
And
that
caught
one.
a jump ball. I like the way he fought through that, though. Derek Lawrence fought through that jump ball. It will be retained to the possession of Central Gwinnett.
You got to give. I love a tough little point guard. You got to give him that one.
And whenever you fight through it, you have to. ZZ's shot is up no good. Joseph with the rebound. 1:25 to go, second quarter. Obviously, I'm Joel Hilsman, and he is Sylvester Williams. A foul, hard foul, nothing intentional now by a friend for Joel. And going to the free throw line will be Tyler Goodson.
Young Tyler Goodson. He's a sophomore. He doesn't feel it. They're too young to know he got hurt.
Goodson's free throw, badly missed, no good. He might have felt that one. The way that went left or went right there, I tell you, boy.
Goodson is a defensive stopper on the team.
Free throw, back iron, no good. Joseph almost had the offensive rebound, couldn't pull it down. Now here comes Central Gwinnett into the forecourt. They'll work it now with 75 seconds. Coach Mayweather says be easy. It's been a pretty close nip and tuck game at the moment. 24-22, Central Gwinnett with the lead. Going on the back door, was knocked away. Here's Ethan Smith. Smith now going to come away with it in transition. Smith with the left-hand dribble, dumped it off to Johnson.
Nice
Joseph over to Goodson, a corner, 3. It is no good. Joseph got the rebound, fell onto the floor, coming away with it for Central Gwinnett is ZZ. They've got numbers if they go all the way up ahead. Layup on the left side, no good. That's Kashanda, and the rebound is going to come down. Exactly what you were talking about earlier. He went up with the right hand on the left side. Ball was stolen now from Central Gwinnett and then thrown away to Goodson. Just sloppy basketball at the moment. There's an offensive foul. All of that big body. Offensive foul, Brandon Murphy.
And I bet you Murphy's going, I didn't even use all my power. That was just a love tap.
That's all it took. 24-22, Central Gwinnett with the lead. 38 seconds, and now quickly Jalen Morgan will check back into the contest for Central Gwinnett. And he's going to get Jala Zizi. And so ZZ will have a seat. Coach Mayweather getting some instructions of what he did wrong on that last possession. Inbound now, and they'll come up and walk it up the floor. Coach Mayweather tells Kashanda to be easy with it.
30 seconds to go. You think they hold it for one shot, or what do they do?
Love the coaching courtside. You just absolutely love it. Coach Mayweather says, break the count and come back and we'll hold for one.
All right, let's go. Right here. Hey.
Gave the signal now. 8 seconds to go. Kashonda with 4, with 3, picked up the dribble in the corner. Out to Hillary, top side, a 3, in and out, no good. We're at the end of the first half. Central Gwinnett 24, North Gwinnett 22. These words from SUVtv.com.
2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker, unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. But they told so many others the same thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play, a defining moment in your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
Usain, you're gonna be late!
No worries, Mama!
Hey, wait! You forgot your lunch! Oh, that boy.
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Whoa! Pardon. Oh, excuse me.
Yo!
Sorry about that.
Hey, boy! What's the matter with you?
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late.
Huh?
Bye. Bye-bye.
The boy score fire!
5 laps, 10 win sprints. Whoa.
Yes! Right on time. No worries.
Okay, lunchtime. Everyone outside.
Oh man, my lunch.
You're saying, right? You know, I don't think I'm gonna eat all of this. You want it? Yeah. Okay, then. It's yours. If you can beat him in a race.
Race? Him?
Come on, just from here to that tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes! I just beat him! I win.
Okay. Okay. Here's your lunch truck star. You know you're good, but if you want to be great, you're gonna have to take this more seriously.
Here comes a teenage sensation, Usain Bolt, speeding down the stretch. Oh my God, look at this kid!
Usain Bolt is on his way. The other men are trying to follow as best they can. Nobody.
This youngster is absolutely incredible. It's the towards the finish line. He's done it again. He wins again. He wins.
What's the matter, you saying?
What if I don't win?
What if you don't win? Since when did you become so serious, boy?
Don't make me go there, Mama, please.
Look at yourself, Usain. You're worried about the big race, worried about the big crowd out there. So many worries on your mind that you forgot which shoe goes on which foot. Maybe you forgot who you are too. I mean, the boy I know has no worries, because all worries ever do is weigh you down. Usain, you have to remember, you can always go faster when you keep it light. You see?
Okay. No worries, Mama.
We welcome you back inside the gymnasium here at North Gwinnett High School, the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Joe Hilsman, Sylvester Williams here with you as we begin the second half. Central Gwinnett holding a 24-22 lead in a, and Sly, you like to say, early game, not as fluent first half, but the second half starts good with Brandon Maffey with the easy layup.
You know, one of these early games, you'll find spurts. Ooh, not in. But you'll find spurts. They scored in spurts, and then they'll come back the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes is sloppy ball. They'll turn it over here, turn it over there, turn it over here, turn it over there. And then they'll go on a little scoring screen. That's why you have a 24-point first half.
Foul called on.
And free throws. Lot of missed free throws this ball game.
Free throw is no good. At the free throw line is Jalen Morgan. He's 0 of 1 on the day. He'll get his second attempt. He has 4 points in the contest. Back iron, missed them both. Rebound comes down to Maffey. We're tied at 24.
There'll be a lot of wind sprints in practice tomorrow.
Goodson going to pull it from the corner, a long three. It's no good. Rebound tapped out by Hillary. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan pushing, going downhill all the way to the hoop. Shot is up, no good. Rebound put back in and good.
Good follow. Way not to give up on the play. You knew your man was going to take it himself with a 1-on-4 fast break, but you followed it up and got the rebound.
For Joku on the hoop, so it's 26-24. And now an early timeout. North Gwinnett called a timeout under head coach Matt Garner. We'll keep it right here. Speaking of North Gwinnett, they are hosting, and Jared Cook, of course, the famous basketball player here and an NFL player. I know he's not happy today after that big key fumble last night for Green Bay. But North Gwinnett, the host here, and Matt Garner in his second season, but they're going to go hit the road this year after Christmas, going to go back up to Kentucky and play in the, the traditional Bank Holiday Classic. And they actually would be able to get 5 games in 5 days if they're able to play their way through that tournament. And Sly, you and I were talking about high school football in the playoffs here during halftime, but one of the things in Kentucky with the basketball that I like that they do, there's no classifications when you get to the state tournament.
Yes, sir. You know, I went to Eastern Kentucky University, played football. Oh! He wanted to get that one.
He surely did. Jalen Morgan came down on the break and tried to dunk it home and did not. But the top 32 best basketball teams, there's your state tournament.
One of the greatest things about Kentucky, like I said, I went to Eastern Kentucky University, played football under the great Coach Roy Kidd. But in Richmond, Kentucky, every year they had the All-A final. And they took all the single-A schools, the lower small population schools, and they played for their state championship. And then once the All-A state final was over, you just threw 32 teams out there, and you had a true state champion. I loved it. Hey, Kentucky, I didn't understand what basketball was.
Until you got to Kentucky.
Until I got to Kentucky. Then I knew what basketball really was.
Yeah.
I was there. My freshman year was the year that Tubby Smith won the national championship. I happened to see a couple of couches on fire.
27-24. Happy for Tubby when he got it. Ethan Smith a long three. It's no good. Rebound is going to be tipped, brought down, and ripped in by Aaron Fajahu. Fajahu now into the forecourt. There's Hillary skating across the lane off the window. Good. Jalen Hillary with the hoop.
Nice lay-in by Hillary. Hillary is a smooth player. I like Hillary's game. You know, he shot a couple of shots from the outside, but he had that floater working early in the game. I like Hillary's game. Oh, Jalen Morgan just throws one up. Hillary grabs that rebound, and Hillary can't finish it. There you go, way to work down low right there. Spencer Turner, the 10th grader.
Finally able to find something to work, his first field goal. So here is Downs into the forecourt, gives it over now to Tyler Goodson. Goodson put it on the floor, and another timeout called by Coach Matt Garner. He is not pleased with something on the effort from his North Gwinnett Bulldogs. You look up, they trail by 7, 31-24, 5:44 to go here in this third quarter.
It always comes a breaking point in everything that you do. But here's what the great ones do when the breaking point comes. Every everybody loves the game. When it's tight, when everything is going well, you hit shots, but it gets to a certain point, where it's the breaking point, meaning at a certain point, somebody is going to retreat and not want it so much, and somebody is going to say, this is why I play the game of basketball. Say for everybody.
Morgan gets up in the air pretty high, doesn't he?
Coach Garner just not pleased with that. You don't want to come out of the timeout and get a turnover.
I blame that on age right there. That's just an age mistake right there. First thing he did, he caught it and wait for the trap to come to him.
Downs is going to go down the baseline, stop, push in the back, and a foul. Foul will be called on Brandon Kashai.
But you know, I see a bright future out that backcourt right there. You know, you have Downs, Josh Downs in the 9th grade, number 11, and also Roland, number 3 in the 10th grade. You know, I think that backcourt will be pretty effective in the next coming years.
Mafi drives, kicks over Smith, a 3, short out of the corner, no good. Rebound to Turner. Turner in transition, up ahead to Hillary. Jalen Hillary put it on the floor, lost it. Now he has to pick up his dribble. He was trapped, and they kick it back out to the top to Fajahu. Fajahu now hands it over to Morgan, and Morgan will give it over to Derek Lawrence. Lawrence now to Morgan. Morgan slipped, kept the dribble alive, but lost it. A turnover. They got number 4
down the court.
33-26. Did you say if he makes it?
If he makes it. A lot of time the big man doesn't always want to make it down the court. I'm not going to tell you a lie.
That's true. That's why you reward him. Hey, shot the passing lane and stolen. Here's Downs. Downs on the break. Downs right-hand layup. Good.
There you go.
Josh Downs with his first field goal.
Oh.
There's a steal. Ethan Smith will come away with the steal. Tried to get it ripped from behind again and almost took it away. Ethan Smith got it. Gives it inside. Turner shot the passing lane, get the steal.
Showtime.
Here's Jalen Hillary, 4-on-1. Hillary left-hand layup. Good. Jalen Hillary with the hoop.
Going back down the court, Morgan's looking at him kind of cross-eyed. Morgan wanted the alley-hoop on that play.
Pushed it out to 7 now. We're halfway home in the third quarter. 3:50 to go, less than that. Back to the big man running the floor. If you reward him, he'll run it again. Cameron Rowland showing the range, a 3-ball.
You just see flashes of brilliance out of this kid, man. That three-point shot looks – you know what? One thing about North Gwinnett, their shooters look nice when they shoot it. You know, but that kid Rowland, you know, you just see flashes of brilliance. The potential is there.
Now, Sly, you called me out in the first half. I'm going to call you out, too.
Okay.
So you was talking about how they're shooting earlier. You said it looked like they was watching the basketball video.
Yeah.
See, that's when you need to help out the sponsors. Let's just say they've been using Shot Tracker.
Shot Tracker, yes, they could have. I'm sorry.
Well, look, Hillary down the lane got away with a little we call that, what's the crab dribble. That's almost what that looked like, a little crab dribble there from Jalen Hillary, but he got the 2.
Okay, that's a new term for me.
No, it's actually old.
Okay.
It was something that rolling a 3, it is no good, skipped off the rim, rebound, bounced and pound off the floor, and it's going to come down, and here's Julian on the glass. Julian will give it up now to Derek Lawrence. Lawrence into the full court, gives it over now to Morgan. Morgan going to swing it back over to the left, and now here's Jalen Hillary. Crab dribble was a popular thing back in 2006 during the classic Wizards Cavs for Game 6. One of the games in D.C., the Verizon Center, I was there, and LeBron did that and didn't get called for it. And we all thought it was a travel, and he explained it as a crab dribble.
I'm going to take your word for it, but it sounds like a term out of the Hill Shinary. The Hilton Shinary. You know, that's what it sounds like, a term straight out of there.
Google it there.
I will
Google crab dribble. And it'll go back to about 2006 or 7, because when I heard the term crab dribble, what's that? That's a travel. If you're going to dribble like a crab.
Google stopping all barbershop arguments since the early 2000s.
His Morgan Hurt will never stop. You can call it coffee shop if you want. Good.
Nice
Jalen
shot.
Morgan baseline.
Oh, way to get in there for. I almost got a steal.
Rowland, you know, you was talking about how impressed you are with him. One thing I like about Cameron Rowland, though, he has showed a lot of poise in his time on the floor.
Yes.
Rowland now holds it on the left. Oh,
nice
great pass to
pass.
Ethan Smith, and now great vision from to Ethan Smith on that pass. Ethan now with 8.
And, you know, one thing, I saw Ethan on the wing kind of lull this man to sleep. He was standing over there kind of hanging behind that three-point line, and then he cut straight to the basket, and he was wide open.
Yeah, he just committed a bad foul right there. Ethan Smith got fouled on the 3. Coach Matt Garner all the way up the half court wanted the explanation on that one. So Hillary will get 3 shots. 39-33, Joel Hillsman, Sylvester Williams, glad that you are with us. 2:14 to go in the 2016 Jarrett Cook Classic, our 3rd game of 4. Coming up next, it'll be Shiloh taking on Tucker. Hillary, first free throw, front iron, no good. So Hillary struggling a bit from the foul line, 1 of 3 on the day. Second free throw, good. Third free throw is good. So he rebounded there. And we've got a timeout. Let's see, Central Gwinnett will call a full timeout with 2:14. We'll keep it right here. Shiloh and Tucker coming up next. Central Gwinnett, 8-point lead, 41-33. Coach Garner in the huddle trying to get those boys right here. North Gwinnett, this is their 2nd game of the season, already coming in 0-1. Second game for Central Gwinnett at 1-0.
A score. I like kids who can just put it in the basket. And, you know, and I'm going down the points for Hillary. You know, what is it, 14, 15 points? You know, going down the points and the shots for this kid. And it's like, I knew he was scoring. Didn't know he had 15.
He has 14 points, but he's done the damage in this 3rd quarter. He has 8 in the quarter.
He just keeps putting it in the basket. You know, it's hard to explain, but it's so easy to see.
Smith catches it now out of the timeout. Joseph drives baseline, kicks it over in the corner. Goodson back out. There's Rowland, a 3, no good. He was online. Rebound tipped around and fought by Ryan Smith. He got it back to Ethan Smith. Ethan now gonna dump it back off. Joseph, layup good.
Nice layup, nice feed to the inside, good layup. Using your body to shield off that defender and just lay it up easy off the backboard.
This is just the 3rd game, but I will say in these 3 games, there's 6 teams so far, I've seen very good ball movement. I haven't seen too much dominating one-on-one play. Smith comes away with it, and North Gwinnett has used another timeout, a 30-second timeout. They're going through timeouts.
I think Coach called that one a little bit too early. He wanted to try to save his player and call that timeout.
Now we got a whole nother quarter to go. 1:35 to go, 3rd quarter, 41-35. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for Central Gwinnett, they take on Duluth, who we just saw lose a heartbreaker. Then they're at Brookwood, and then to close out the month of November, it's Duluth at home and then at Brookwood. And then they'll open up December at Lakeside DeKalb. That'll be a region game, and then they'll go to Jefferson after that. So a pretty formidable schedule ahead for the Central Gwinnett squad led by head coach Brandon Mayweather. So Downs comes into the forecourt and gets the pass and now hands it over into the backcourt and gives it over to Rowland. Rowland will walk it up. Smith, catch, fire, off a screen, 3, good.
It's that Smith kid.
Cut it to 3 now, so North Gwinnett trying to stick and stay around in this ball game. 72 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
You know, if I had form in a shot like that Smith kid, you know, I would probably be retiring from the NBA right now. I mean, that kid can shoot. He can put it up, man. It just looks so good when it comes off his hands.
Foul called, offensive foul on Jala Zizi. You know, he's got those long arms, though. You know, he's gonna play somewhere in college. You can believe that. He needs some biscuits and some gravy and some steak as well. But other than that, he will be all right because the flick of that wrist, that catch and shoot ability, already nice size, long arms. Joseph's shot is no good. Rebound comes off to Morgan. When you're able to shoot on top of the defense, it's very difficult to defend.
And that's the thing about being a shooter. You know, we can always find room for a shooter. You know, if you're a penetrator or somebody who can get to the basket, you know, some coaches might not like that. But I've never met a coach who didn't like a shooter.
It's the name of the game, basketball. Put the ball in the hoop. And there are difference between shooters and scorers.
Yes, yes. I've been told my whole life I was a shooter. Or at least I've been telling everyone my whole life that I'm a shooter. Hey, man, I learned at an early age, you know, you can't get your name in the newspaper if you don't shoot the ball. And back home in Columbia, South Carolina, where I'm from, you know, when they do the box score in the newspaper, we used to have this thing back when I was growing up, Joe, called a newspaper. I know they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, they do that right over here. Will Hammett writing for the GDP. He's right there on that scoreboard. They're still around. You just read them online now.
Okay. Well, the state newspaper in Columbia, South Carolina.
Shout out to my man Lou Bestick, the prep writer over there. Yeah, go ahead.
If you scored a point, they just put your last name in the paper. But when you got double digits, you got your whole name in the paper. And by God, my only goal is to get my whole name in the paper. 10 points. That's 2 shots and 1 free throw. A quarter.
A long 3. Ethan Smith, kaboom.
Just splash, just dropping it from outside.
42-41.
That is 4th three-pointer of the night, 4 or 5 for him. What does he have over there?
That's his 4th one. He has 12 from beyond the arc, 14 in the game. Hillary now will hold it. Now, Hillary, I would confess, is a scorer. Hillary puts it on the floor, bounces it over to Morgan. Morgan lost it. Smith got the stick, get it up.
The young sophomore dropped it in. I didn't think he was going to have enough time.
Coach Garner and them thought they wasn't going to count it. I was going to argue in their favor for them, too. End of the third. North Gwinnett 43. Central Gwinnett 42. 4th quarter action coming back on the other side of this break. We come back and join you in the 4th quarter. A quick break there. North Gwinnett with a 43-42 lead. Central Gwinnett in the black. And the shot is up, no, and it will go over to North Gwinnett. North Gwinnett had to scrap and claw their way there, but a 21-point third quarter has them in good shape, Sly.
It does. Big quarter. And, you know, they scored 21 points in that quarter, and they only scored 22 in the first half.
Three ball. Ethan Smith out of the corner, his 5th triple of the day.
That's number 5, and he's hyped. He's feeling it right now. He is feeling it.
Yeah, you got to defend him now. Someone has got to guard him. Here's Hillary between the rings. Hillary now swings it over, and here's Cassandra. Cassandra puts it on the floor, right-hand dribble, belt high, peels it back out, worked on by Down.
Right now, I want to get the ball into Hillary's hand. I want Hillary to.
Screen roll, layup good.
Well, that always works, too. You can do that also.
For Joe with the lay-in. 46-44, but now a rarity in the ball game for North Gwinnett. Even though in that first quarter it was back and forth, don't want to make it seem like they haven't been in it. But now rolling off a back screen, a 3, it's no good. Rebound tip and came down to ZZ. They were working with that lead on the possession. Here comes Kashonda flying to the hoop.
Nice.
Was tied.
Nice layup. Strong move to the hole.
Kasanda made a beautiful move right there. Here's Roland. Now you see, now Sly, we talk about starting. I like the finish and who's playing in the fourth quarter. They're coming off Rowan on that back screen again. This time feeds the post. They put Smith down on the post. Shot is up, no good. Roland in the game in the fourth quarter now.
I see that. You know, it doesn't matter who starts. It only matters who finishes the game.
Offensive foul on Jalen Morgan. That is a turnover.
But you know what I liked about that last possession right there? Smith is saying, this is my team, this is my game, give me the ball. He wants it on the outside, or working on the inside, or working on the block. Hey, that's what a senior leader does right there.
Great point, Sly, but then look at what they're able to do. Rowan has shown he can shoot the basketball, so what do? You give him the option. If you come off the screen, no good. If you come off the screen and the shot isn't there, you can feed your scorer on the block.
There you go.
Matt Garner working the action of the offense. Push off,
yes,
offensive, yeah, Hillary.
He threw that forearm at him. He threw the forearm.
Fouls trying to add up now. That's the team's fifth. And checking in will be Mikey Joseph. Joseph, quietly on the day, has 9 points. Ethan Smith will take a break. 6:03. Goes Matt Gardner, took over.
What do you think Hillary runs? Hillary was about 6'3", 6'4"? Pretty tall, you know. Then he got 3 inches of hair up there on top of his head. That helps.
That's the thing. I'm promising you that's pretty much the trend. Yeah, I would have to say 6'3". Mayweather does not have his official roster up.
Yeah,
down the lane, no good. Mafia. Here's Kashonda. Kashonda under the free throw line, down below, layup, rolled out.
Rolled out.
Jump ball call. I think I would have let that one go another half of a second.
Yep. Gotta let these kids play, man. Let them play for them.
Okay, so Central Gwinnett just let me know they updated their standings. They are 1-1. They lost to North Oconee on the 18th, and North Oconee in turn lost to Cedar Shoals. There's a drive. It is off. No good. Kick it back. No. Rebound. They fight for it and will hand it off. And now here comes Roland. Rolling into the forecourt. Bounces it up ahead.
Nice
There's Joseph with a layup. Good. Unselfish basketball. Josie with another layup. He has 11 in the contest. A 2-point North Gwinnett lead, 48-46.
Man, we have had some good games here at the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic.
Stop, jumper, Morgan, short corner, falling away, no good. Rebound swallowed up by Mafi. He gives it over to Rowan. Rowan now pushing the pressure in the corner. Mikey Joseph lines it up. A 3-ball is short. No. Rebound ripped down by Fajowo. Fajowo got the rebound and was fouled. Ethan Smith, that break wasn't long. He's checking back in. And he'll come in for Josh Down.
Big foul by Brandon Mafi.
So now in the bonus, that foul was on Brandon Mafi, his third, and that'll be the team's 7th. So they'll be at the free throw line.
Beep, 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 beep. Star alert.
Stop, don't do that.
Star alert.
Don't do that.
Stop. It is officially a basketball game now.
Sly, I'm going to have to teach you some stuff about how to bring somebody in. That's not how you bring in people, man.
Star alert.
I don't mind that, man. I appreciate the respect, to be quite honest with you.
4:39, so I'll reset it for you then. Let's be professional. 4:39 to go, 48-47. And at the free throw line for Central Gwinnett is Areem Fojawa, and he missed them. He split the free throws. Joel Hilsman, Sylvester Williams, and now we have my man. I love basketball with him. With 4.5 minutes to go, Brandon Clay has now joined us. He gets here for the good stuff. That's Shiloh and Tucker next.
Man, what a great matchup this one's been, though, in terms of your competition. Two teams going at it, man. I wouldn't expect anything less. Obviously, Matt Garner, Brandon Mayweather, man, long time friends, colleagues. You see Mayweather over here working. You know he working when he ain't cut the hair in a while, man. He letting it grow out now on his J. Cole, man.
He killed me. I was going to get into that after the timeout earlier. I saw Mayweather and was talking to him before the game, and I got that scruff look going on. And, you know, that's just how it fits. Hillary now on the pass, inside, up and in, good.
Nice move, nice lay.
this has been, Brandon, a back-and-forth contest, but Ethan Smith stealing the show. And I was telling Marcus Burnett, our producer, I think he's a better shooter than one Kobe Leishman from last season.
Yeah, I think Ethan's got more length. The thing that Kobe did, and Ethan will have a chance to prove during the season, is that Kobe did it early and he did it often. He did it throughout an entire year. So Ethan's going to have a chance. I actually spoke with him when I was up here on Saturday. Good move there by Hillary. It doesn't go in. But I spoke to him on Saturday about, just stay on the course. Tough game on Saturday. I say, get it right back. As an alumnus of the school, I always want to see North Gwinnett do well. And then obviously EBA is the home there base at Central Gwinnett. So this is the type of matchup I wanted to see.
Rolling, the young sophomore, no good. Hillary on the break, over to Morgan. Morgan took off, counted and a foul. Taylon Morgan and one.
I love the athleticism out of this kid, man. He just seems like every time he goes in for that layup, he's up over the hoop. He's juggling the ball around and laying it on in, man.
What a huge pickup coming out of East Jackson last year. Was kind of floating there for a minute, wasn't sure where he was going to go to school, and got locked in at Central Gwinnett. Huge pickup for Brandon Mayweather, and you can see why.
He will attempt a free throw after the timeout. He has 12 points, has struggled from the line so far today. He is 2 of 6 from the free throw line, but will get the opportunity to complete the three-point play. Brandon shows up. Sly shows up and we get comedy hour. Brandon shows up and I'm ready to talk basketball. We had Lambert and Duluth in a one-point ball game. Lambert won at the end, had a 20-point lead on Duluth. And I was telling Sly during the game, they were down 18. I'm like, this isn't a team that's down 18 points.
Well, when you look at the roster, and obviously Huff's going to do a great job in his background, both the college level, St. Francis, well prepared for battles like this. And, this is another one of those games that resembles that, is that either team could have gone, one way or the other, up 15, down 15, but you had to feel like on paper this was a Vegas line push game. You want Morgan to make free throws, but that's an area kind of like we talked about with Ethan Smith where he can show improve. Morgan will be able to improve his game as the season goes along. That's something Coach Mayweather is going to spend a lot of time working on down the stretch.
Downs, 3 ball is no good. Rebound ripped down by ZZ
nice
and it's stolen by Roland. Roland with the steal. Now he's going to peel it back behind the back, tack it, float it up high, out of bounds. It hit the bar above. That's beyond the top of the basket. Out of bounds, and Coach Mayweather wants his squad to calm down.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play by Roland. You got to be a little bit more patient. You're going to see here on the replay. Just take your time right there. You've got the ball, and we don't even have a shot clock. So get a reset, get a call designed to set. It looks like they're going to get Bernard with the push there.
Yep. Kashondo hit with the offensive foul.
And you see Roland smiling over there. He
got it back.
He gave a good acting performance on that push right there.
Hey, that's all right. Sometimes that's all you need. And unfortunately for Central Gwinnett, one of their best ball handlers now goes to the bench with 4 fouls underneath 3 minutes. I would assume this will be an offensive-defensive situation here the rest of the way for Coach Mayweather.
And he's gone deep into the bench throughout the day. Feed it in, Joseph, back to the basket, swooping across the lane, a beautiful jump hook.
When the last time you seen a jump hook across the lane right there? I love it.
That's a great move, man. Little undersized there, but he just plays hard. Great move there by Hillary, no call.
Couldn't get it. Shot up, no, it's 52-51. Mikey Joseph has 15 in the contest.
You see him right here, catch it, the patience, takes the little bump. The nice extension, looking real Magic-esque right there with the finish. Take it back for y'all.
I love it.
That was called a post move. How often do you see those anymore? We gotta, and it bothers me because now with Kevin Durant, and we even go back further to Kevin Garnett. I think he was the one who started this mess of 6'12" guys who want to play on the perimeter.
Hold on now, hold on. To their defense, Garnett was close to league MVP status. Durant has been league MVP. Those guys are pretty good. Dirk Nowitzki as well. Now, some of these other guys, all right, but
it's not the fact that they're good. They're the exception to the rule.
Hey, man, that falls on us as the community and these guys wearing the Blazers to make sure we get some clarity. Big-time shot from Smith with the 3 in the holster, man.
Another 3.
He going to let y'all be clear that he going to drop on them 3 balls. His 6th one of the night.
It's a big shot there, clapping. He's excited, locked in. Great matchup with him and Jalen Hillary, 2 long wings.
Somebody might want to put a hand in that guy's face.
Hey, they were out there. When you're shooting the way he's shooting, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's the second time he's been called for that offensive foul, ZZ. On the screen, 2 illegal screens in the last 4 minutes for ZZ.
You know, setting screens are it's the simplest thing to do in basketball, but when you throw that hip out there, you know, it's the simplest thing, but it's the hardest thing.
But, and Brandon will tell you this, sometimes it's on the ball handler
Yeah.
to make sure that you allow your screener to be set.
Well, it's tough to have the confidence as a screener in your ball handler, especially at the high school level. I think it's a little easier at the college level. Great move there by Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan driving layup good. He's beginning to fill it up.
Boy, he's fast. I mean, he just gets to his spots quickly. He gets downhill. He's what we call a downhill slasher.
14 in the game, tie ball game coming up on the final minute down low.
What a
Mafia
pass.
layup good.
I thought for sure he was going to bury another 3, but he took the smart move and dropped it off to his player underneath the basket.
Morgan driving, drew the foul, and they're going to call it on the floor, but it'll still be the 1-and-1.
You know, one thing about Morgan that bothers me, he's such an athlete. He's so good at getting to the hole. He has to work on those free throws. See, right now, we're going to see what happens on this free throw line. He's shooting 2, too. They're in the double bonus.
Yep, 2 free throws coming up for Morgan, who has struggled from the line and continues to struggle from the line.
One more time. He's building a house out there.
2 of 8 from the line.
It's so tough in game as a shooter, whether you're a great shooter, Ray Allen, or whether you're a guy that's struggling a little bit, to kind of fix your rhythm, fix your shot in game. You wind up 1 for 6, 2 for 7 early, and it's really tough to reel that back in to make 2. So credit to him, honestly, for making that second one, because that very well could have been short-armed as well. That was a big free throw there to keep it within a point.
Smith has it under a minute. Rowland comes out. Rowland has went the distance in the 4th quarter at the point guard. Stop! Wait, he got his cookies taken. Kashonda took it. Layup. Good.
What a play there. Remember, he's got 4 fouls. So to pick that clean, not get called for the steal, and finish on the other end was a huge play there by Bernard.
Calling a timeout, 58-57. And I was just talking about Cameron Rowland, and you know about him. Young sophomore, had a strong summer.
No question.
He did not start this game, started the 4th quarter and has played throughout. Kashonda, a little bit more of a veteran player, went in there and took them cookies.
Well, when you look at Rowland, Rowland's a big time. You see the finish there. But Rowland's going to be a big time guard. You know, it's just a matter of time, man. Plays with a high-level group in the summer with the Red Storm, Tony Green, Brandon Green, all those guys from Mountain View. Has been to a couple of elite basketball academy camps, so we've had a chance to work with him and put some things together, and he's got all the tools. Now it's just a matter of you can't simulate these types of situations at a high school level. You can play in the summer, but if you lose at 10 o'clock, you probably got another game at 6 o'clock one way or the other. It's different to come out here, game plans, scouting reports. Please believe Brandon Mayweather was here in person watching Saturday night, and probably went back on Sunday and watched the SUVtv broadcast of North's game on Saturday. You're not getting that during the summertime. So Rowland stepping up, playing a big role on what is still a younger group, even though they've got some older guys. This North Gwinnett, it's a group of kids who are all playing a different role than they played last year around Kobe Leafson. I thought that possession was a great example.
58-57, that's Brandon Clay. I'm Joel Hilsman. Sylvester Williams is also here with us. Marcus Burnett, Lisa Burnett. It's high school basketball season. You know it. The 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. All right, good to know. Inbounded to Rowland. Rowland now going to dribble right to the corner. A whistle and a foul, and that was on Hillary. Coach Mayweather upset about that call. That'll be Hillary's 3rd. I love the live mics. What he said is you did not call one of those down here.
And, you know, unfortunately, Brandon might be right, but in this case, underneath the minute, you put your hands on somebody like that. This is a veteran crew. Guys that honestly do a really good job and call a variation of club, individual events, high school, and college. They're going to bang you for that one. It just is what it is. You affect the play, they're going to get you. And Rowland converts.
Clay, you know I knew I arrived. I was sitting here getting my book ready. John, the ref, comes over and speaks to me. I didn't see. So I know I had been around.
Oh,
there's a
great
drop off and a foul down low to Aaron Fajoku.
What a great pass there. Bernard really has been a catalyst. You know, sat for about 2 minutes there, got in right at the minute mark. That from just under 3-1 there.
Coach Mayweather still in this ref's ear right here. And the assistant is sitting here. Hopefully, he's not going to get a T. I know that, not right now.
Well, you know what I like about that exchange, though? Kevin came over.
It's both of them.
And Brandon's talking to him, and they're having a discussion. Obviously, Brandon's not happy, but it's a situation where he's not berating the official, and the official isn't berating him.
Big miss.
It is, but the game is tied, 59-59. 20 seconds, Ethan Smith into the forecourt, and Garner calls the time.
I love what Matt Garner did right there. This is a little note. He brings him all the way to the timeline, so the ball is going to be inbounded right in front of North's bench to specifically draw up a sideline out-of-bounds play. Knowing Garner for as long as I have, his dad was the varsity coach here. The guy that actually hired or helped bring his dad here, Ralph Nunn, was the varsity coach before that. Matt Garner's grown up in this gym. He's grown up watching situations like this, whether it's summer league, playing at the high school level, even at the next level in college, and now back as the head coach here. He's got the board. He had a sideline out-of-bounds play already ready and drawn up. It was just a matter of getting the ball to exactly where he wanted it. Great job there by Matt Garner.
And you don't see it a lot on the high school floors in the floor. It's in the side, but he brought him up to the hash.
Yep.
The 28-foot.
Yep.
Which a 28-foot mark in a high school gym on an 85-foot floor, a little bit different than on a 95-foot. But it's not at half court. It's bring the ball up, and he did that 2 times. This one, though, a bigger possession, tie ball game, 18 seconds.
Well, it changes everything about the angle in terms of where you want to inbound it, the play you're going to run. The play you run at the half line is completely different than the play you run 15 to 18 feet in front of you there at the timeline. You see where they get the basketball.
Yeah, inbounding at the 28-foot mark. Smith will trigger into the backcourt now to Rowland. Rowland will bring it across with 15 seconds. He's picked up defensively by Kashonda. North Gwinnett and Central Gwinnett tied in the final.
There it is.
Look at that. But you know what opened that up? What opened that up, when Smith came off of the pick, 2 people rolled with Smith, and Joseph was wide open underneath the basket.
You see the replay here. It's a screen-to-screener action. We've been running this set at North Gwinnett for 20 years. And it works. You go either way. You go away from where you want the action. So they were smart. They used Mape to come out because they wanted Mikey Joseph, the stronger player in terms of taking and finishing through contact, to be the guy that wound up with that shot. You saw how adamant Garner was when he was calling that timeout. It made it really easy to know he had something in his pocket, and sure enough he did. They converted the finish, and now it's on Mayweather and Central Gwinnett here with 6.5 to go.
6.5 now, quickly. Down 2. Do you try to inbound and get it up and call time?
Well, I think it depends on what you want to do with Bernard. If you feel like with Cassandra that he can get and make a great play, then fine. If I'm North Gwinnett, I'm going to show a token 2-2-1 pressure, some kind of containment. We're not trying to trap the ball and then let them beat us 4-on-3 going the other way. Something to keep the ball in front of us and try to burn 3.5 to 4 seconds here because you don't have any fouls to give.
I got Brandon Clay. I like to dip into his mind. That's just what I do.
Quite honestly, we'll get the ball back into Morgan's hand and foul Morgan. That's what I would do.
It is 6.5. Quickly coming up the floor. He bobbled the ball. They lost it. And a traveling violation call. Coach Mayweather looked dead at the ref. I didn't see a travel.
Well, and here's the tough issue with that is that you got a guy in Lawrence coming right off the football field. They just finished up playing. Who really wanted that basketball in the hands of Bernard if you could get it there. That wasn't where they went and made it a tough situation.
Mayweather not pleased with the referee here. 2.5 to go. Ball game not over. Well, got a foul and hope they miss a free throw.
And again, to answer your question, when you ask about the timeout or not, when it didn't get to Bernard's hands, when they got across out and brought it right to the line, bang it, and you look, even with the travel violation, it's still 2.5. I would have been calling for that thing right there on top of 3 seconds, have it right in front of your bench, and then be able to draw some type of sideline out of bounds special situation to try to get us a shot. That's a tough situation, but I'm sure that's one that Coach Mayweather will go back and watch time and time again and probably kick himself for not banging that timeout when they couldn't get it into Bernard's hands for him to make that play and decision.
Yeah, and that's one thing you always talk about, football or not, leaving your feet to make a pass.
No question.
What Lawrence did.
No question.
And he got caught, and then Hillary was caught up under him. I didn't see the travel because he let the ball go. It's kind of like a game, that Burnett had on Saturday when we saw.
Oh, wow.
Got him back, beat down low, and a foul.
No, you can't.
An intentional
foul. Intentional foul.
And Mayweather just flung the jacket behind his back. I didn't see intentional right there. That's not an intentional foul.
Wow, it looked like he made a play on the ball. Maybe we can get a replay and get a different look at it. But it, at least from this angle, sitting here, had a good look. It looked like he just made a play on the basketball. They got tangled up and fouled. That's going to be 5 on Bernard. Again, you talk about compounding issues. Not only do you get the intentional, they get 2, they get the ball. I mean, there are a lot of things here that put yourself in even more of a bind than you were 1.2 seconds ago, man.
And see, Brandon, he is having it out with this same official right here, Coach Mayweather.
You know, I think this is one time, you know, it went a little bit too long, but I think this is one time as a coach you put out a symbolic gesture. You get the tech for your team.
Yeah, but at that point in the game, it was tight. It was too tight to do that.
Well, no. After the
now I would get it myself.
You would get it now.
I'm going to get it now.
You know, once the intentional foul was called, then you go ahead and get the tech for your team.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, you know, 1.3 seconds left. They're shooting the ball. They're shooting the free throw, and they get the ball back. You're not going to win.
I'll say this. Great quote from Dawn Marsh, who was my boss at Duluth High School and now has moved on. She's refereeing the ACC. SEC does a fantastic job. She talks about game management as an official, you know, not being the one to decide the game. In this instance, everybody knew what was trying to happen. Nobody body slammed anybody. Nobody was in danger. Nobody was in harm's way. That's a time. Go ahead and award the foul, grant the foul, get the kid on the line. Let Boogie Rowland earn the win for his team with 2 free throws there. Don't decide the game for them.
Free throw is good. He pushes it out to 3. Free throw, good. He pushes it out to 4. 2 shots, and now they'll get the ball.
You know, when, again, moot point, right? He made both free throws, but the problem is now, for the people when they go home, the game wasn't decided by that, right? The story changes. The story changes, and it was decided by a call as opposed to Boogie Rowland making 2 great free throws to finish it up, man.
Exactly.
North Gwinnett comes away with a 63-59 win. Mikey Joseph, the high man, with 17 points in the contest for them. Well, higher that. The highest man was Ethan Smith, who had 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20 points, 18 of them from beyond the arc to lead North Gwinnett. Jalen Morgan with 15 points for Central Gwinnett. And Jalen Hillary, 16 points for Central Gwinnett. 63-59, North Gwinnett with the victory. Shiloh and Tucker in the nightcap coming up next right here. SUVtv.com.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.